When we think of the Crusades, images of knights in shining armor and epic battles often come to mind. But there's a darker, less discussed side to this chapter of history: the widespread practice of slavery. It's a complex and often brutal story that we're going to unpack today. Let's start with a surprising fact. For many involved in the Crusades, from knights to merchants, taking captives was a primary goal. Why? Well, it was incredibly profitable. These captives, often referred to as slaves, were a valuable commodity. They could be sold in markets across the Mediterranean, from Genoa and Venice in Europe to Cairo and Damascus in the Middle East. It wasn't just about faith, it was also about economics. The slave trade fueled the war effort, providing much-needed funds for armies and leaders. So, who were these captives? It's a common misconception that it was only Muslims enslaving Christians, or vice versa. The reality was much more complicated. Christians enslaved Muslims, Muslims enslaved Christians, and sometimes different Christian groups even enslaved each other. For example, during the infamous Fourth Crusade, Venetian crusaders sacked the Christian city of Constantinople and enslaved many of its Greek Orthodox inhabitants. The lines were incredibly blurred, and often allegiance and opportunity mattered more than shared religion. Life for a slave was harsh, regardless of who their captor was. They were forced into all kinds of labor. Many men were put to work in agriculture, construction, or as galley slaves, rowing the warships that dominated the seas. Women often faced a different, but equally grim, fate. They were frequently forced into domestic service, which sadly put them at high risk of exploitation and abuse. Their lives were completely at the mercy of their owners. The slave trade had a profound and lasting impact on the societies of the time. It created a constant flow of people and wealth, but it also fueled cycles of violence and retribution. Every raid for captives just invited another in return. This brutal economy was woven into the very fabric of the Crusader states and the surrounding regions. Understanding this hidden history of slavery is crucial for grasping the true nature of the Crusades. It wasn't just a clash of religions, but a complex web of power, profit, and human suffering. Thanks for watching, and if you found this perspective on the Crusades interesting, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's forgotten stories.